In the previous session, we have discussed how the food is digested in the mouth, and now we will continue to the next part of it. Okay, so I hope you have all drawn the diagram by now, or I can just give you a minute or so. So Ahad, so if you have read this message and if you could have heard me, have you drawn the diagram? Can you answer my question?
Yes, ma'am.
You have drawn? Okay, can you show me on the
Yes,
screen?
ma'am. The camera is not working.
Okay, okay. So never mind. Whenever your camera is fine, you can tell me. Fine. Okay. Now we go ahead. Where does the food go after it passes from the esophagus? From the mouth, the food is taken to the. Where is it taken? Through the esophagus and along the digestive tube so that it can be processed properly in each part. The lining of the canal has muscles that contract rhythmically. ये rhythmically contract होते हैं or expand होते हैं so that the food is pushed downwards. This movement is known as peristaltic movement. So these peristaltic movements are occurring all along the gut. So now from this place, like that is from this esophagus, now where it is going to go, as it can appear, it is going to the stomach. From the esophagus, it is passed, and now it is going to the stomach. First, it starts from the mouth. You eat your food. It is broken mechanically by your teeth. Then the saliva from the salivary glands is wets the food and makes it more simple and soft so that it can pass through the lining, smooth lining of the esophagus, and it passes down and down and down and down through the esophagus by the peristaltic movement, and it enters the stomach. Yes, now it is in the stomach. The food here the stomach here is a very large organ. Okay, now which expands when food enters in it. तो ये इलास्टिक होता है थोड़ा सा, तो अगर इसमें फूड हो तो ये थोड़ा फैल जाता है, एक्सपैंड हो जाता है. and it and the walls of the stomach are muscular, तो वो मूव होते हैं, आगे पीछे होते हैं, and they help in the mixing of the food thoroughly with more digestive juices. अब इसमें डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस होते हैं जिसकी वजह से फूड को अच्छे से मिक्स करते हैं और वो मिक्स करके इसको ज़्यादा सिंपल बनाते हैं ताकि वो डाइजेशन शुरू हो जाए. तो दीज डाइजेस्टिव फंक्शंस आर टेकन केयर बाय द गैस्ट्रिक ग्लैंड्स. कौन से ग्लैंड्स होते हैं वहाँ पर जो ये जूसेस देंगे? नाउ वी डिड वाज द अबाउट द माउथ, नाउ वी विल डू अबाउट द स्टमक. तो इसमें क्या कौन से ग्लैंड होंगे? Gastric gland. It gives the digestive juices, which helps in mixing of the food thoroughly so that it can be passed on. ठीक है? So now, what happens further than this? What do these release? These glands release. What do they release? The hydrochloric acid, the enzyme pepsin, and the mucus. What does the hydrochloric acid do? It creates an acidic medium so that the enzymes can function properly. What is the function of the enzyme? To break down the proteins. Further, there is the mucus which protects the inner lining of this stomach. ये stomach का जो inner lining है इसको protect करता है mucus. Okay. So you can write what happens to the food in the stomach. What happens to the food in the stomach? The stomach is a large organ which expands. The stomach is a large organ which expands when food enters it. When food enters it. Okay, we quickly go ahead. Have you written? Okay. The muscular walls of the stomach help in mixing. The muscular walls of the stomach help in mixing the food thoroughly with more digestive juices. With more digestive juices. These digestion functions, these digestion functions are taken care of by, you can stop me if I'm fast. These digestion functions are taken care of by the gastric glands, the gastric glands present in the wall of present in the wall of the stomach. These release these release hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid, comma, a protein digesting enzyme, a protein digesting enzyme called pepsin, and mucus. The hydrochloric acid, I repeat the previous line, the hydrochloric acid creates an, sorry, they release hydrochloric acid, a protein digesting enzyme called pepsin, and mucus. Fine? Shall I go ahead? The hydrochloric acid creates an acidic medium which facilitates the action of the enzyme pepsin. What? I repeat, the hydrochloric acid creates an acidic medium which facilitates the action of the enzyme pepsin. The mucus, MUCUS, protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of the acid under normal conditions. From the action of the acid under normal conditions. The exit of food, the exit of food from the stomach, from the stomach is regulated, is regulated by, is regulated by a sphincter muscle, a sphincter muscle, sphincter, SPHINCTER, sphincter muscle. sphincter muscle, which releases which releases small amount of food into the small intestine. Small amount of food into the small intestine. Clear with all of you? What do you want me to repeat, Lisa? From from the mucus. It was long back. Okay. The mucus protects the inner lining. The mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach of the stomach from the action of the action of the acid under normal conditions. Under normal conditions. The exit of food, the exit of food from the stomach is regulated by a sphincter muscle, which releases food in small amounts, into the small intestine. Okay, now we go to the next question. Now what should be the next question? That now what happens to the food when it enters from the stomach into the small intestine? It will go here. You don't see the connection. It is behind this large intestine. It will come to the small intestine first. Okay, this is the small intestine. Though it appears very long, it is called as the small intestine. And the large intestine is not so long, but it is a large intestine because you can see the thickness of the tube of this large intestine is much bigger than that of the small intestine is thinner. But it is coiled and coiled and coiled, and it is very long. It is a very long in length. The length of the small intestine differs in various animals depending upon what type of a food they eat. If they eat vegetarian food, or what you can say, herbs, like only plants and all that, leaves, then the length of the small intestine is very long. Okay, because in herbivorous eating grass need a longer small intestine to allow the cellulose to be digested. उनका cellulose जो है उसको digestion के लिए बहुत long होना पड़ता है. But in carnivorous or in animals in which they eat meat and other things also, in that the length of the small intestine is comparatively less as compared to that of the large intestine. Okay. Now what happens to so what are the examples of herbivores? Like the goat. And what are the examples of carnivores? Like the lion, tiger and all. Okay. So now let us continue. What happens to the food in the small intestine? What happens to the food in the small intestine? You can continue. From the stomach, the food now enters the small intestine. The small intestine is the site of the small intestine is the site of complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. The small intestine is the site of complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. It receives the secretions of the liver. It receives the secretions of the liver and pancreas for this purpose. Receives the secretions of the liver and the pancreas for this purpose. The food coming from the stomach is acidic. The food coming from the stomach is acidic and has to be made alkaline and has to be made alkaline for the pancreatic enzymes to act. समझ रहे हो आप? अभी जो food है, what has happened now? It was in the stomach. Okay, from in the stomach it was acted upon by HCl. We have written over here HCl. What did HCl do? It creates an acidic medium. What does the enzyme pepsin do? What does this enzyme pepsin do? It digests the proteins. What does the mucus do? It protects the inner lining of the stomach. And there is the sphincter muscle, which allows little food to pass from the stomach to the small intestine. Now, once it comes into the small intestine, the food is acidic in nature because it has already been acted upon by the HCl. Okay, and the food has been digested, whatever the proteins have been broken down by the enzyme pepsin. Now it has to be further digested. It has not been digested properly. Now for that, it is getting the juices from the liver and also from the pancreas. What are these? These are also the important glands, the pancreas and the liver. Okay, so these glands will give you the different digestive juices. Now what are those? What will the liver give? Can you tell? The liver will give you the bile juice and the pancreas will give you the pancreatic juices. Now what happens? These pancreatic juices or the enzymes coming from the pancreas, they are going to break the food further. The proteins will be broken down, the carbohydrates, the fats, all these are going to be further broken down. So, but if they need the medium to be alkaline, then only they can perform efficiently. So to make the medium alkaline, what is helping? The bile juice coming from the liver. That is going to make the medium alkaline. Okay, so we continue. Let us mention here on the board what are the other juices given by liver. अभी liver तो हमने यहाँ पे लिखा है. Okay. Okay, fine. Then we have the next part of the answer. What you have written till now? कहाँ तक लिखे आप लोग? Enzymes to act तक लिखे. Okay. Bile juice from the liver accomplishes this in addition to acting on fats. Bile juice from the liver accomplishes this. Bile juice from the liver accomplishes this in addition to acting on fats. Means वो fats को भी simplify कर सकता है, digest कर सकता है. Plus it will make the medium also more alkaline, so that the pancreatic juices can perform or enzymes can perform on the food present in the small intestine. Fats are present in the intestine. Continue. Fats are present in the intestine in the form of large globules. What are they present in the form of? They are present in the form of large globules in the small intestine. There are large globules. अब इसको सबको उनको स्मूथ बनाना है, सिंप्लीफाई करना है और आगे पुश करना है. So who will be doing that? That you have to tell now. Yeah. What is the next thing that is going to happen? The fats are present in the small intestine in the form of large globules. What is going to happen to them? Yeah, tell me. So I'll read it out again for you. The fat are present in the intestine in the form of large globules, which makes it difficult for the enzymes to act on them. So now you have written fats are present in the intestine in the form of large globules. Full stop. Bile salts. The bile salts break them. ये जो bile होता है ना, जूस आ गया है, ये इसको break करता है, इसको छोटे parts में divide करता है. Breaks them down into smaller globules. Breaks them down into smaller globules, increasing the efficiency of enzyme action. अभी ये पैनक्रियास जो पैनक्रियाटिक जूसेस सिक्रेट करता है, उसमें क्या क्या होता है, दैट वी हैव टू सी. द पैनक्रियाटिक जूसेस like contain enzymes like number 1, trypsin. What is the first pancreatic juice? Can you see? Yeah, trypsin for digesting proteins. What does it do? It digests proteins. Then is, what is the next one? What is the next thing after trypsin? That is lipase or lipase, and it helps in breaking down the emulsified fats. It helps in breaking down the emulsified fats. So trypsins help in digesting proteins and lipase for breaking down the emulsifying fats. The walls of the small intestine contain glands which secrete the intestinal juice. So you can write trypsin digests proteins, lipase breaks down emulsified fats. Full stop. The walls of
Ma'am,
small
can you repeat?
intestine. The walls of small intestine contain glands which secrete intestinal juice. The enzymes present in it convert proteins into amino acids. proteins into amino acids, carbohydrates into glucose, carbohydrates into glucose, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. तो अभी ये जो हुआ है ना यहाँ पर लिखा है हमने डाइजेस्ट प्रोटीन्स, तो प्रोटीन्स का क्या होता है? और कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स का क्या होता है? और फैट्स का क्या होता है? अभी बोला मैंने, आपको बोलना होगा. टेल मी द आंसर. या प्रोटीन्स इनटू अमीनो एसिड्स, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स इनटू ग्लूकोज, fats into fatty acids and glycerol. ठीक है? So this is what happens to all of them during the process of digestion. Now the digested food is taken up. The digested food is taken up by the walls of the intestine. The digested food is taken up by the walls of the intestine. The inner lining of the small intestine has numerous finger-like projections called villi. What are the projections called? They are called as villi. The inner lining of the small intestine has numerous finger-like projections called villi. What do the villi do? Which increase the surface area, for absorption. The villi are richly supplied with blood vessels. Which take the absorbed food to each and every cell of the body. Where it is utilized for obtaining energy, building up new tissues, and the repair of old tissues. I'll repeat. The villi are richly supplied with blood vessels which take the absorbed food to each and every cell of the body, where it is utilized for obtaining energy, building up new tissues, and the repair of old tissues. So that is the end of this particular part, that is the small intestine. Further, you can write what happens to the food inside the large intestine. What happens to the food in the large intestine? क्योंकि अभी फूड स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन से होकर लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में जाने वाला है. and from here it is going to pass out and out of the body through the anus. So what happens to the food in the large intestine? Continue writing. The unabsorbed food, अभी जो absorb नहीं हुआ है, जो utilize नहीं हुआ है, उसका क्या हो रहा है? The unabsorbed food is taken up by the walls of the intestine. Is taken up by the walls of the intestine. The inner lining of the small intestine, sorry, I'll repeat. The unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine. The unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine where more villi absorb water, where more villi, where more villi absorb water from this material. The rest of the material, the rest of the material is removed from the body, from the body via via anus, via anus. The exit of this waste material, of this waste material is regulated by, the exit of this waste material is regulated by anal sphincter. The exit of this waste material is regulated by anal sphincter. Full stop.